everybody, it's Johnny with Bound for Adventure. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing my Big Agnes Blackburn UL 0 degree down sleeping bag. I'm also going to be reviewing my Big Agnes sleep pad system for winter camping. One more thing, I'm going to introduce you to the Big Agnes Battle Mountain 2 mountaineering tent. Stay tuned to the end of the review and join me as I do a solo ascent of Hans Peak here in northern Colorado. It's going to be an overnighter, so at almost 11,000 feet in elevation, it's going to be really nice to know I have such a great warm sleeping bag to come back to. Okay guys, let's get this review started. So the Big Agnes Blackburn UL 0 degree bag is one of Big Agnes's sleeve system bags, and I'll get into that in a minute. But let's start off with the materials that they've used in this bag. The outer shell is a ripstop nylon with a water repellent finish, so that's really nice when your tent gets a little condensation inside. The inside of the bag is a nylon taffeta, which is really soft on the skin. This is not a real crunchy bag. These materials are really quiet and comfortable. This is my go-to bag for winter camping because of the 850 Down Tech Down. Down Tech means that it has been treated for water resistance, meaning that if this bag does get wet, it will maintain a lot of its insulative quality. It will also dry much quicker than regular down, so that's a real plus in a down sleeping bag. The bag incorporates Insotech flow construction, meaning that the down is in vertical baffle tubes, and those tubes have flow gates, which keeps the down from migrating, so you will not get any cold spots in this bag. That Insotech flow baffle system with the flow gates also allows the heat to travel up and down that tube, giving you a very evenly distributed warmth. Inside the bag, you've got full-length draft tubes along the entire zipper, and that draft tube is really going to keep cold air out. You've also got a really nice draft collar up here that'll go around your neck, and that is going to keep the warm air in and the cold air from getting in. That is really essential in a winter sleeping bag. It's got a great hood that comes around. You can put it all the way over your face. You can cinch it up so only your mouth and nose is showing, so you don't get condensation inside the bag. You never want to breathe inside your bag because you will get that condensation from your breath. So the hood is really nice. You've got number 5 YKK no snag locking zippers. This zipper is just really good quality. It slides so nicely up and down. You can get in and out no problem. It is a two-way zipper, so if you do end up getting too warm, you can open up the bottom zipper and give yourself a little venting down by your feet. Speaking of your feet, nice large boxy foot area. I usually will put my socks or clothes that I'm going to wear the next day down in the foot area to keep those nice and warm and dry, so when you get up in the morning you're not putting on freezing cold socks and clothes. The bag also has attachment points to put in a liner. Putting in a liner can add insulative qualities to your bag and also keep it nice and clean. You've also got loops on the outside of the bag to help hang it to dry. You know, after a long night in a tent, you will get some condensation. Hang this up in a tree in some sunlight and she'll dry out super quick. As I mentioned earlier, this bag is one of Big Agnes's sleeve system bags. There is a sleeve on the back of the bag that you put your sleep pad into, and what that does is keep you centered on your pad all night long. No matter how much you roll around at night, that sleeve system will keep you centered over your pad. At this point, I'm going to demonstrate how you put your pad in the sleeve. I've got an insulated Ultra Air Core sleep pad by Big Agnes, and that's the first part of my winter camping sleep system. So I've already inflated the pad using the Big Agnes pump house inflation system, and I'll show you a picture of that here in a minute. But it's a great way to blow up your mats without getting a lot of condensation inside the pad. All right, so this is the Big Agnes pump house, and if you don't have one of these to inflate your inflatable sleeping pads, you need to get one. I'll demonstrate. So it just pushes into your valve, very easy. No more getting lightheaded blowing up your pad. And the pump house also acts as a stuff sack also for anything you'd like to put in it. They even have a shower attachment. You can get a little shower head and it becomes a shower. Just like that, pop it out and your pad's ready to roll. Just a quick summary of the insulated Air Core Ultra. It is a 32-degree rated sleep pad. Simple I-beam construction, really comfortable. It's got heat reflective technology and insulation on the top and the bottom. A great valve for easy filling and really fast deflation. Another nice feature about the Air Core is the outer tubes are a little bit bigger than the center tubes, so it cradles you on the sleep pad, which is really nice. Again, keeping you nice and centered on your pad. So the way that the pad goes into the bag is this. So that's how easy the pad goes into the sleeve. And this is the way you would use this bag in the summertime, spring, when it's not really cold. For added warmth, I'm going to add my 3rd degree EVA foam pad to my sleeve system. This gets a little tougher with the sleeve, and that was my one complaint about the sleeve system for winter camping. Like I said, for summer camping, your pad slides right in. But you know what? Big Agnes, being the company that they are, they made some changes. They now have the flex sleeve system. Check out the picture. Of course, the flex sleeve is going to make this really easy to get the foam pad in. The old school that I have here is a little tougher, so I'm probably going to upgrade and end up with that flex sleeve system in the Blackburn series. So guys, what I have here is the Big Agnes 3rd degree EVA foam pad. It's a 2-layer pad. It's got these really cool little cutouts in the top layer that will help trap warm air to keep you warm. On the bottom, you've got a tire tread pattern that just adds to the comfort of the pad. So we're going to get it in the sleeve now. So guys, there you have it. You've got the insulated Air Core Ultra on the bottom of the sleeve, and on the top of the sleeve, you've got the 3rd degree EVA foam pad to really insulate the cold from reaching you. I found that this system works great for winter camping. You've got the comfort of the air pad and the warmth of the foam pad. You will stay nice and toasty, I promise you that. Another really cool feature of the Blackburn UL 0 degree bag is the free hood. It allows you to move your head up and down without being attached to your pad. That's a really nice feature. The Blackburn UL 0 degree down sleeping bag weighs in at only 2 pounds 14 ounces. for a 0-degree bag. You gotta love that, keeping your backpack nice and light. Here are all the specs on the Blackburn UL 0-degree bag. If you'd like your very own, go to bigagnes.com or visit your local REI retailer. They should have everything in stock. And as promised, my solo trip to Hans Peak. We are at the start of our hike to get to the top of Hans Peak. I had to park further than I wanted to. There's a road, but there wasn't any parking because of all the snow. So it's probably an extra half a mile to where I thought I could park. Actually, it's quite a bit further, so it's going to take a while, but let's get started. All right, we know we're going the right direction. So guys, I know we're going the right direction because I don't think I told you before, but I used to be an ATV guide up here around Hans Peak for a few summer seasons. What a great gig. Had a lot of fun, met a lot of neat people, and got to show them, you know, all this area around Hans Peak. So I know the area pretty well, but things are going well. Snow's picking up. Weatherman said it was gonna snow. So, all right, let's get to that upper trailhead. Okay, we are at the upper trailhead, and I made it in record time. I thought I was going to be up here at 10 o'clock, and it's not quite 9. I think because of the stiff snow conditions, I'm not sinking at all. I made really good time. So you wouldn't know this is the trailhead because all the signs are buried, the trail signs. But this is where I usually drive the Jeep up to and hike up from here in the summertime. But so far, beautiful day, a little bit of snow. Clouds are definitely rolling in. We're gonna have some really pretty scenery, I think, if it snows. And if we get a little coating of snow, right now, the snow is very loud and crunchy. I hope for the trip back tomorrow, we get a little snow and it'll be kind of quiet. But so we're gonna head up to the top now. All right. Okay. I am on the plateau where I'm going to set up my tent. I've got a nice, pretty level spot right here. The summit is right there. You can't see it right now because the clouds, the snow, the wind. I'm going to set up my Big Agnes Battle Mountain 2. It's a full-on mountaineering tent. I'm going to be glad I have that tonight. All right, tent is all set up. I'm gonna try to get it organized in here. Warm my toes up. My toes got a little chilly. I didn't wear toe warmers, which I usually always do. I'm gonna get my toes warmed up and get my pads all ready to go, sleeping bag, just so I'm ready, and then I'll head up and check out the summit. All right. The summit's right there. I'm on my way up. All right, almost to the top, just as the clouds rolling in. Okay, let's do this. Woo! Woo. All right, so we are inside the fire lookout on top of Hans Peak. I'll tell you what, that wind made it tough. So in the summertime, coming up this kind of scree field, the loose rock, you do a lot of switchbacks. But because there's so much snow and it's steep, you pretty much just go straight up. It was a lot of fun doing that. But this is the newly refurbished fire lookout up here at Hans Peak. You could totally camp up here. I'm almost tempted to bring my sleeping bag up here and camp in the lookout at the very top. But I've got my tent set up. I've got that Battle Mountain 2 from Big Agnes set up, and it is a really nice tent. I don't care what kind of weather we get tonight, that thing will handle it. After all, it was designed to handle Mount Everest, K2, serious mountains. So Hans Peak is not going to be anything for it. All right, guys, I am really impressed with this Battle Mountain 2 4-season mountaineering tent by Big Agnes. It is packed full of features, like tons of gear lofts inside, burly sewing, burly zippers. The structure is so solid that when you put it up, this tent will handle anything Mother Nature throws at you for sure. Just as a side note, Cheering Dorji Sherpa helped develop this tent. And you might ask, who is he? He summited Mount Everest 16 times. So with experience and testing like that, you know this tent's gonna handle anything you or I can throw at it for sure. But it is just a well-built tent, and I feel really comfortable with it. All right, we are back in the tent. Time to make some coffee. So that was a lot of fun getting up to the summit in the wintertime. I always tell people Hans Peak is like my little Mount Everest, and it really is. It's such a cool mountain. It's fun to hike up here in the summertime, and in the wintertime it's quite the adventure for sure. You definitely want to have the right gear, the right boots, sleeping bag, tent. You don't want to come up here, ill prepared for sure. Nothing like a little coffee when you're camping. Whew. That's good stuff. Hope you enjoyed the review and my Hans Peak winter adventure. Click the link below in the description box. It'll take you right to Big Agnes, where you can check out their full line of quality gear. All right, guys, until next time, remember, everything's better when you're bound for adventure.